It's payback time for Will Smith because Chris Rock finally has spilled, every pain that he has in him on one of his shows on Netflix. This is Daily Trends on Penax News, and now I'm going to take you through the entertainment updates that we have for today concerning Chris Rock and Will Smith. It's close to a year since this whole scene of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at Oscars. And seriously, people have spoken about it. People are saying it's right, others are saying it's wrong. You know, Chris Rock is a very renowned comedian all over America and actually in the world. He is also an actor. Now, after that incident, you could see that he was actually fine. He didn't react towards anything. And then from there, Will Smith had to receive an award, and he spoke out of pain. Now, if you look closely about that said video, you could see that Jada wasn't that okay about the joke that Chris made at the time. And so Will Smith had to get up and then, go and do something in defense of the wife. Now the question is, why did Will Smith do that in the first place? Already, Jada is having an influence on Will Smith. It's like she can do whatever she wants, and Will Smith is in a cage. And so, probably, it's through her influence, and then that was it. Her expression was like, well, if you don't do something about it, you're going to meet me at home. That was the whole big issue. Now Chris Rock has finally spilled the beans. This time around, he spoke out of pain. If you guys have seen the video, you should know how much Chris Rock was speaking, and it was a very sad one, even though it was a comedy special, also known as Chris Rock Outrage on Netflix. Yes, and they spent $40 million dollars around, yes, just to make sure the show is being successful. And so he made certain headlines. He talked about Will Smith, he talked about Jada Pinkett, as well as Meghan Markle. It seems Will Smith and Jada have responded to the said statement. Others are seeing this as a joke, but from the look of things, he said it, out of pain. He had to let some things slide. And so Wilda and Jada and then Will have responded, and then Megan hasn't responded anyway. Now, after 24 hours of that particular show, Will Smith took out to Instagram and apologized to Chris Rock for doing, that act. That act was really, really a bad one, and he wished to apologize. And Jada also has responded that it didn't go as planned. She just wants Will and Chris Rock to be together because according to the statement that Chris Rock said, I mean, he really loved Will Smith so much. They've worked together for some period of time. So the love brotherhood is still there. Now, how come um all of a sudden the slap and everything, but you could see the pain that Chris Rock was really going through. Now, a statement that he said, as I read, that Chris Rock wanted to see him in the act of emancipation. Emancipation is one of the movies that Will Smith currently is in, so that he could see him get whooped. To the extent, he also made an allegation that Jada was having an affair with his son's friend, which is really, really strange. How come? We know Jada has a lot of entanglements during her Red Table show that she always does on her page and all that. But this type of entanglement is really getting weird this time around. How come Jada had an affair with his son's friend without I don't know whether Will Smith really knows about this or not, even with the son, because there's another allegation that she also had an affair with a singer, and there was some kind of fight within and all that. And even another allegation shows that Will Smith is actually a gay with Didi. It's really getting, it's really getting I don't know, suspicious all the time, because what Chris Rock really said has got people to speak out their minds. Others are in defense of what Chris Rock said. Others were saying, come on, he should have moved on. But from the side of Will Smith, he feels sad. I mean, he feels, I mean, so that everything that went on looks distasteful. Why would Netflix give such an opportunity to Chris Rock? It should have been some kind of brotherhood terms, but it seems, I mean, Netflix, she didn't do well this time around. Now, let's look back at the slap that happened. He has been banned from Will Smith has been banned from Oscars um, for 10 years. And others also have made defense that, oh, at least they should have reduced the ban. Though what he did was wrong, but they should have reduced the ban so that at least everything would be a little smooth for him, because he has been one of the hardworking actors of all time. So, I mean, reducing his ban from 10 years to at least 3 or 2 would make him learn sense at some point in time. So, I'm going to read some comments on Facebook. And that is, I mean, there's a whole controversy behind this thing, especially the things that he said is really getting people talking on social media. So I'm going to Facebook, where one user says that Chris should have mentioned that little Wussy Willie did not slap one of the main guys tapping his friend during their 20 years marriage, but Lily Willie slapped someone that he knew would not fight back, and the circumstances, and that a straight man would have dumped Jada 20 years ago, which is really true, because Jada has had so much entanglements that the marriage itself is getting weird than we thought. You've been married for some period of time. If you have seen this, I mean, whole thing coming, we would have expected that Will Smith should have backed off, but in defense of his family, he just wanted a family to be together and everything. So he's doing that in the name of fatherhood. And so one user says that I'm so tired people are saying he should have let it go. Letting it go when he didn't hit Will Smith back, and that's his job. That's what he do, crack jokes, and if he wanted to, I will. What's the problem? Yeah, I didn't say nothing when he hit that man back. That's a problem, because he's coming back for Will Smith. His with his mouth. Chris Rock, you did good. Do what you have to do, my guy. In you, hit it on the nose. Now people are mad. So what? Another user says that, and yes, it's almost a year ago. So what he came back with worse and not hands. So why people are so mad at him? These are so many, I mean, statements that is coming on from social media concerning Chris Rock. Finally spilling the beans on Will Smith. My name is Ethel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.